All right, so yesterday we did area of a rectangle and a square. Today we're going to do the area of a triangle. Now, of course, different shape, so different formula. To find the area of a triangle, the formula we'll use is area equals base times height divided by 2. So I know it kind of looks like a fraction, and I know we haven't really done fractions this year yet. However, this just means we're going to times the base and the height together before we do the divide by 2 part. So we write it this way to make us remember that the divide comes last. So the B stands for base, excuse me, and the H stands for height. These form a right angle in the triangle. So what I mean by that is the base and the height are not necessarily going to be sides of the triangle. The base is a side. The height is not always going to be on the triangle. So let's take a look at some examples. Here are some examples of how to find the base and the height. They're going to be written for you on your papers, so you won't be finding the height yourself, but you will need to know which one the height is and which one the base is. The base meets the height and creates a right angle. So in different triangles, that's going to look different. In a regular old triangle, the height is going to be a dotted line that comes down and hits the base to make that right angle. So your height's going to be on a dotted line, your base is wherever that dotted line hits to make the right angle. So where they make the right angle, there's the base on the bottom, there's the height of the dotted line. There are some triangles, however, that already have a right angle. Those are called right triangles because they have a right angle. So here's my right angle, and so I don't need a dotted line. The height and the base are already there because they make a right angle together. So all you really need to do is think about, okay, I'm going to look at this triangle and figure out where's the right angle and what is making the right angle. So in this one, it's the dotted line that's making the right angle, but in this one, it's the actual side of the triangle that's making the right angle. So that's what you need to think about for the height. What is it that's making the right angle? So you've got your height making the right angle with the base. So those are two examples. The other example is sometimes on a triangle, your height is actually not going to be inside the triangle. And usually this is when you've got these obtuse kinds of triangles where you've got a really large angle. So the triangle comes out. So you've got, your height is still a dotted line, and you've still got your base, but the height doesn't actually hit your base. The base keeps going in also a dotted line. So you still do have your right angle. You still got your height, and your base is still part of the triangle. So the base does not continue. You don't want to use this measurement. You just want to use the actual triangle measurement. And the height is still a dotted line. So whichever triangle you have, just remember that the height meets the base at a right angle. Once you know that, you'll be able to find the base and the height, no problem. So once you have identified the base and the height, you can use the formula. So here's an example where we've got the height is 4 centimeters, so there's my height, and the base, where they meet and make a right angle, is 9 centimeters. So I use my formula first. Area equals base times height divided by 2. Then I replace the base and the height with how much they are on my diagram. So the base is 9, the height is 4, and I still have to divide them by 2. So now I need to do outside calculations, and I'm going to have to do 2. When you're doing the area of a triangle, you have to do 2. You have to times first, and then you have to divide. So don't forget 2 outside calculations to find the area of triangles. So first, you've got 9 times 4. Yes, I know you can do it on your chart, that's fine. but get into the habit of writing these out here because you're not always going to be dealing with these small numbers. So 9 times 4, that's 36. So area equals 36 divided by 2. So I take my 2 and I divide it into the 36. 2 can go into 3 one time with 1 left over. 2 can go into 16. Now remember, we've done this lots of times, so you look, if you need to, use your chart. Look down your 2's till you get to 16. Look on the side, what's going to go in your answer? 0 remainder. So my answer, the area of my triangle, is 18. So you go back, area equals 18, and don't forget your unit of measurement, centimeters squared. Don't forget you can pause the video, you can go back, look over stuff that you don't remember or understand, ask for help if you need it. Turn to page 24. We've got questions 1 to 10 on page 24, so you want to start with that. And let's do question 1 together. So you can see in this triangle, the right angle is made by 2 sides meeting up. So here's my height, and here's my base. They make a right angle together. There's no dotted line, because remember, the height and the base make a right angle. They don't always have a dotted line. So area equals base times height divided by 2. Area equals, the base in this one is 15 times the height is 8, and we're still dividing by 2. All right, so outside calculation, we've got 15 and we need to multiply it by 8. 8 times 5 is 40, carry your 4. 8 times 1 is 8, plus the 4 that you carry is 12. So I have area equals 120 divided by 2. So one outside calculation done, next one, dividing. Take your 2 and divide it into 120. 2 into 1, I can't do that, one's too small. 2 into 12, I can definitely do that. So you look down your 2's till you get to the closest thing to 12 without going over, which is 12. Then you look on the side to find out what's going to go up in your answer, which is 6. Drop your 0, 2 goes into 0, 0 times. 0 remainder, all good. So area equals 60 centimeters squared. Don't forget the little 2 with your unit of measurement. So you've got page 24, 1 to 10, you've got page 25, page 26, page 27. Again, you might not get all of that done today, that's okay. Make sure that you're working on area of a triangle until 10:30. Ask for help if you need it.